Shot is now in theaters and it stars Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron in the newest romantic comedy. And it is about a Secretary of State who wants to become president, but at the same time, she wants to reach an audience and become relatable. And so, with the help of Seth Rogen's character, who's a reporter, she looks to do so, but at the same time, she might have feelings for this reporter. This is a film that, based on the trailer, I was curious about it because Seth Rogen is hit or miss for me. Charlize Theron I love. I think she's a great actress. I think she has a lot of range. So I was very curious, especially since it's a mainstream, raunchy, romantic comedy. I was curious. And I have to say, I think the chemistry with the two lead actors was really good. Like, really, really good. It was very believable and easily carried the film. I also think that some of the humor worked. I did find myself laughing a lot. Nothing really memorable except the "oh boy" scene, which you'll know what I'm talking about if you see the film. But a lot of the humor was in the moment hilarious. And I also think that this film is digestible. It's a film that is harmless. You'll watch it and you'll just have a good time. But afterwards, I have to say, it's not really memorable. Like, I think the messages about, wanting to be yourself and, obviously thinking about others, I think it's a good message. But at the same time, it's not as in-depth as you would like for it to be, at least me as a viewer. This is a film that I think it's okay. I wish it was more than the sum of its parts, but for me, it's just okay. And I think it's because it follows the comedy formula, unfortunately, where you have the first two acts where it's, super funny or trying to be funny, I should say. And then a final act, it gets really serious, and all of a sudden characters do things that just kind of feel out of character. And this film's no different, unfortunately. And there's also those side characters where, like, you have the one character, and again, I'm going to be vague so that if you haven't seen the movie, it's not going to spoil anything, but there's the one character, and she doesn't like Seth Rogen's character, and it's not like any reasoning at all, really. It's just she doesn't like him just because, well, in a romantic comedy, that's, just how it is. There's that character that doesn't like the boyfriend. And then you have on the other side, the boyfriend has like a really close friend who, like, gives advice and whatnot. That's O'Shea Jackson's character, Ice Cube's son. So it's just one of those things where you just have those cliches, and it's like, it doesn't rise to the occasion, I think. It's entertaining, but at the same time, it's eye rolling. You have those scenes at the end where you've seen it a million times before, and it doesn't rise above the formula it's going for. I think it's not a bad film by any means. I just think it's very formulaic. It's a film that when you're watching it, you're enjoying it, and you enjoy the messages as, derivative and as shallow as the director might have approached it. But at the same time, you can't help but think that this film could have been more than the sum of its parts. There are some scenes where, and again, I don't know how to say this without spoiling it, but there's like a scene towards the end, almost like the middle, where it involves Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron going to like a club and doing some shenanigans where it's like, really? The Secretary of State would do this after years of planning and everything? It felt like from left field. And that's the thing. I think the script could have been a lot better. I think that there was room for improvement, to be sure, with this. And I think, again, I don't want everyone to think that this is a film I didn't like. I liked it. I enjoyed it for what it was going for. With the formulaic script, it just a film that kind of bothered me a little bit more than other films. Because I always tell people, masterpieces are great to watch. Good movies are great to watch. Bad movies, so bad they're good, can be enjoyable to watch. Like The Intruder. I hated that movie, but I also found it to be enjoyable. But there's nothing worse than a film that is just so formulaic, so middle of the road, because it's not memorable. Like, this is a film that a week from now I'm not going to remember. And that's why, for right now, Long Shot for me, it's an okay movie. It's an okay movie. It's the movie of the week that I'm sure everyone will enjoy. It's a crowd-pleasing movie, and that's fine. That's okay. But for me personally, Long Shot, I'll be giving it a 3.25 to 5-star rating, which for those like hot sauce rating, it's the good old Frank's Red Hot Sauce. So again, it's an okay movie. It's the movie of the week. I think, audiences will enjoy it. And I am looking forward to hearing what everyone thinks, because again, I think it's a film that if it goes and reaches, mainstream audience, which, it did this weekend, then it will make a decent amount, I think. And especially since Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron both have followings, I think it will reach the audiences, and I think they'll enjoy it. But again, for me personally, it's just okay. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts. And again, as always, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.